As you rest here in this comfortable place, perhaps you're curious as to just how and when you'll go into trance. And I don't know exactly how and when this will happen for you, but I do know that very soon you'll be ready to surprise yourself by taking a mental step back to watch your thoughts. And perhaps you'll see those thoughts on the wings of a hummingbird, flitting from flower to flower, as thoughts often do. You can be concentrating on something in particular when another thought enters your mind, which reminds you of yet another thought, and your hummingbird mind is all over the place as you relax more deeply. One moment it hovers in front of a sweet jasmine flower, gently drinking its nectar, and suddenly it flies warp speed to the fountain, settling on the rim, and performing its dance in the warm summer sunshine before flying off to the orange tree, heavy with new blossoms. Even now, as you're listening to the sound of my voice, you could be thinking of something else in the background of your mind. And as you watch the hummingbird coming and going, you might be surprised to know that trance can happen all by itself. So enjoy watching the hummingbird now as you relax the muscles in your feet, resting there side by side, and I wonder which will relax first. And will you now notice a difference between them? Perhaps one foot feels slightly warmer or heavier than the other, or they will both feel the same. Keep watching the hummingbird. Notice its iridescent colors. Is it a vibrant green, or is it a rich metallic red? Or it could be a mixture of colors. Notice how the hummingbird changes colors as it flies and the sunlight shines on different dimensions of its feathers, going deeper as you see the colors change. And notice how your hummingbird has landed again on the branch of a tree. As your legs relax and feel heavy, and the relaxation is such a comfortable feeling that you want to spread it up into your thighs, your hips, and your abdomen, so that relaxing, comfortable feeling spreads up and you find your thighs and hips and abdomen are also relaxed, as your mind flits wherever it will, just like the hummingbird. Did you notice the pattern of the hummingbird wings? Some colored feathers contouring the edges of its wings, and then others creating a repeating pattern spreading from the center of its body, creating iridescent wave after wave of color. And the center of your body is also relaxed. Your breathing is steady and calm. Your muscles are resting calmly. And the center of your body is also relaxed. Your breathing is steady and calm, and your muscles are resting calmly and loosely. And even your arms and hands are relaxed and comfortable, resting here, just like the rest of you, too heavy and comfortable to even want to move. And so you quiet your mind, and as it begins to still, you relax your facial muscles, especially your jaw, which is often tensed and is now comfortably relaxed along with the muscles around your nose and mouth. Your eyes naturally and effortlessly close. They don't want to open. They don't need to open. You know you're safe and oh so relaxed. And it's such a nice feeling to experience this heavy calmness. Even the hummingbird has gotten tired from flitting around and is nestled underneath a flower on the hibiscus tree, folding its wings in and gently resting. And now you're resting now so peacefully. And it's so nice to be still and not have to think all those hummingbird thoughts as you drift deeper now, effortlessly, down into your own soft, warm center, cocooned in a velvety blanket of tranquility. I will be quiet for a few moments. All will be quiet and still, and the stillness that follows, take yourself just as deep into trance as is right for you. Listen softly to the music playing and let yourself surrender to the peace that trance brings. When you next hear my voice, you will remain in this deep and beautiful trance, ready to follow any suggestions or work along with me toward the transformation your subconscious mind knows is best for you now. You are now deeply relaxed, and the suggestions you hear will have an immediate and permanent effect on your subconscious mind and in your waking life. You will hear every word I speak, even though you may find your mind continuing to flit like the hummingbird in action, but none of that matters now, except for this wonderful feeling of relaxation that you're experiencing. I know that you've been concerned with forgiveness, and whether this concern is about forgiving others or yourself, it doesn't really matter right now. Because at this moment in time, it's as though you are completely carefree. Nobody wants anything. Nobody needs anything. There is nothing at all for you to do except relax and release. Let go. Just let go and enjoy the feeling of peace being generated inside you. And during this hypnotic experience, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things. And you'll find that these imaginings begin to form pleasant sensations in your body. And as they do, you will go deeper and deeper into this wonderful world of trance. And you will feel that you're actually there, in that situation, and that everything I suggest is already beginning to take place. Even as you experience those feelings, they will become vivid and real to you. And this new reality becomes your actuality. For it's time to let go of those negative conditions and move on to a happier and more fulfilling existence. So in your imagination now, I want you to go to a beautiful and pristine redwood forest. Perhaps hundreds of thousands of miles from where you are now, to this place of solitary beauty and harmony, comfortably alone with your own thoughts and your own feelings, and your own sense of oneness with this redwood forest and the universe. At the same time, I want you to know that you'll never be completely alone, because you'll hear my voice all the time. And my voice will go with you and guide you to your new reality. And so, just trust in the sound of my voice. Allow my voice to take you deeper and deeper into hypnotic rest. And breathing in deeply the pure air of this redwood forest, you see a wide path through the trees that seems to stretch on forever, and you sense that you need to begin walking the path. As you do, you notice how beautiful the day is, perfectly warm, with a light cooling breeze, the sunlight shining through the trees, dappling the path with spots of brightness, and you are totally at peace in this newfound paradise, completely relaxed and at one with the life force, the mana of the forest around you. Experience the texture of the soft, loamy path, the way the small twigs crackle under your shoes, and the earthy scent the dried pine needles gives off as you walk. After just a short while, you notice the path widening, and a clearing with a circular grove of the biggest redwood trees you've ever seen comes into view. They are magnificent, and standing at the entrance to the grove is a Hawaiian healing goddess, resplendent in her gown, a crown of flowers adorning her head, fresh lace around her neck, hair flowing to her waist, and your beautiful hummingbird resting on her shoulder now, gently calling you to enter the grove with her. You move forward with eager anticipation, and as you reach the entrance to the grove, she opens her arms and enfolds you to the most comforting hug you've ever received. Your body relaxes even more, and you know deeply in your soul that this goddess is here to help you heal and move forward. You hold on for one deeper embrace, and then you both walk hand in hand into the grove. As you do so, you can feel the energy stir now. The trees seem to vibrate with it, and you know beyond any shadow that you are in the presence of healing magic, and in this healing circle, all will be revealed and all will be healed. The goddess invites you to sit now, and you both do so. As you do, you notice that the entrance closes and the magic energy of the grove begins to gently circulate through your body. The grove vibrates with anticipation for your healing. The goddess retrieves a small bag from the folds of her robes and gently pours out small rocks and shells with symbols engraved on them in gold. They shimmer on the ground in front of you. The goddess lovingly looks at you and asks you to bring all the ones who have ever hurt you and all hurtful experiences into the center of the grove. You sense the energy shift as all those who have ever intentionally or unintentionally hurt you, all hurtful experience, whether from this life or past or in any other dimensions, begins to materialize in the center of the grove. As they materialize, the goddess asks you to assign one of the symbols to each person and experience in the grove. It's okay if more than one has the same symbol. What matters is that each is given a symbol. These symbols represent the symbol your unconscious mind has given to every single person and hurtful event on your timeline, and you notice that the symbols seem to fly to each person in the grove with ease. These symbols begin to vibrate and shine on each of these people and events, and as the light grows brighter, you see an opening begin to appear in the center of each of these symbols. The goddess assures you this is healing and positive, and she asks whether you're truly ready to release and heal. You feel the warmth, the glow, the calm and the peace, and she assures you that this feeling will only intensify with the release. You look into her eyes and you touch soul to soul, and you know that she holds your highest healing in the depths of her heart. You're safe. The grove is safe. The moment is sacred. And you're ready. You nod your head yes. And so it begins. The goddess asks you to repeat after her. To all people, to all experiences, to all events in any dimension or lifetime, for anything that has wounded, harmed, held me back, forsaken, abandoned, used, neglected, or hurt me in any way, I release you. I have learned all I need to learn from you. I have preserved all the learnings my soul needs. I have gained the resources my soul requires. I release you. I forgive you. We both are free. I now send into your symbol the light and magic of unconditional release, and as it is absorbed, any energy cords, ties, binds, attachments are dissolved and released, transformed into positive intention and momentum. You are free to leave the grove as these energies resolved. We are free. We are forgiven. Au mama ua noa. As you repeat this, you notice that each person, event, or experience that has ever caused you pain bursts into a shower of light and disappears from the grove. All ties are eliminated, and you feel the release. This happens over and over until the only thing left in the grove are you, the healing energy of the grove, the beautiful guardian redwoods, and the goddess. And you realize, for the first time in a very long time, you are at peace, and life has fully opened a new chapter of prosperity for you. And soon you know now that the time has come to depart the grove. You sense the goddess has a message for you, though. And so you pause and you ask her, "Goddess, what is your message?" And in this stillness, the message becomes clear, unique to you, and unmistakable in its meaning for you and your path forward. Pause now and hear the message. You are free now, and it's time to step outside the grove and begin a new cycle of living that brings more happiness, peace, abundance, and prosperity. You have forgiven and you've been forgiven, and so you walk hand in hand with the goddess out of the grove and back onto the path. She releases your hands and bids you ahuiho until we see again. And you turn and walk back through the forest, back through the dappled trees and earthiness of the loamy path. And as you reach the edge of the forest, suddenly the sunlight becomes so bright that the whole scene is lit up before you. And you look up and see your hummingbird just above you, sending you love and messages of happiness and health. And you know that you are part of a magical universe filled with love, waiting to help you fulfill your heart's desires. And this knowing fills you with peace. And in your own time, when you're ready, I want you to come back to full conscious awareness. I'm going to count slowly from 1 to 5, and at the count of 5, you'll be fully awake, bringing that sense of peace and happiness with you. 1, 2, 3. Coming back steadily now. 4. Eyelids beginning to flutter now. And 5. Eyes open and fully present, wide awake. Your body returning to normal conscious awareness now. Take a moment now to review this meditation, what you've learned from it, what hypnosis has taught you, and write down the message that the goddess gave you so you can remember it. And use this hypnosis meditation anytime you need more release. Thank you for taking time today.